Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bros with Opinions, episode motherfucking 1. I go by the name of BZ Badass. This right here is my co-host, my boy, my brother from another motherfucking mother, Big Q. And
What it do? What it do?
full disclaimer, we are not wrestlers. We are not wrestling personalities. We are just two motherfuckers that shoot straight from the hip, tell it like it is, and we've been watching wrestling for a long goddamn time.
Over 30 years in the business combined.
Oh God! In this episode right here, we're gonna unleash some of our new segments that we've come up with. Have a little fun at some of our favorite wrestlers' expense, as you'll see in a little bit. Also, we're gonna discuss a little bit of everything going on around the wrestling landscape, which there is a lot to cover right now. Q, what should we talk about first, my guy?
Let's see. I mean, we could start with the fallout of All In with the episode of Dynamite this past Wednesday.
Absolutely. First off,
I want to. Mm-hmm.
All In was a phenomenal fucking show.
And it was. I mean, even going down in history as the longest wrestling show of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn, you have to pack breakfast and eat lunch and dinner in that bitch. I know that shit was expensive running up the concession stand. Like, damn, we got to eat again. I know digested a whole meal earlier, and now I got to do that shit again before I leave.
Bro, but like seeing shows like that, it makes me realize why WWE went to the 2 nights. I have the
Right,
honor of saying I was at the last one night Mania, WrestleMania 35, and that shit was a work shift. We got there for the pre-show at like 4 something. It started at 5. Becky Lynch ended up winning the main event after midnight. It was a whole fucking day, so it might as well have made it 2 nights. Like
right.
so, I think All In. I don't know, bro. They might want to consider that shit, but
I mean, because it's
nonetheless,
not a dumb idea. I mean, it's a good way to get everybody's shit in. And with the massive size of AEW's roster, going to 2 nights is just going to get more eyes on more people on the card, and everybody can get their shine. Is that what you
exactly.
mean? There's like what 4,000 people on AEW's payroll. That's just the talent,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
and for some reason, nobody gets more TV time than Tony Schiavone.
Somehow, strangely, that's kind of like Michael Cole, though, in a way. That man be on TV like
Yeah,
12 hours a week when WWE got a pay per view. Like,
he hosting pre-shows, he hosting the little Q&As and shit before the day before and all that. He doing all that shit.
hardest working man in the biz. But yeah, let's
That's
what was your favorite outside of the main event? Obviously, what was your favorite match from All In?
ooh. Honestly, for me, I would probably go with the women's casino gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
which was hands down better than the women's casino gauntlet was fantastic. Um,
Athena, gotta love Athena.
I feel like I shouldn't have to say this because Athena's been the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion for over 700 days,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about time she's getting her recognition. It's ridiculous
Yeah,
to have to even say.
it really is, bro. Like to think like she was really just getting into her reign. Like the last time I saw her live was at Supercard of Honor a couple years ago. She was just getting into that reign, and she still got that motherfucker. Like it's
Right,
it's
nothing has
crazy.
changed but the belt design.
Yeah,
She's gone through 2 different belts, bro.
thanks. Not a lot of people can say that. It's like her and Roman
She
Reigns.
right, she is carrying the Ring of Honor Women's Division, and pretty soon to be the AEW Women's Division because of her with that contract. I
Yeah,
feel like she might combine. I think she might end up being Athena 2 belts very very soon. Because if there is one person to take the belt off of Tony Storm, it would be Athena. A lot of people would think that it would have been Mercedes, but I didn't think Mercedes was going to be have all of those belts, including the TBS Championship and the AEW World Championship.
Yeah, she already got 6 titles. She don't need another one. But Athena,
She does not. She is out here like the Ultimo Dragon in 1997, where she is.
oh god, all the belts, bro. She going on that Kenny Omega run out this bitch, belt collector.
Oh yeah,
But
winning all these world championships.
for me, favorite match at All In. I don't know. I'm always partial to anything that Will Ospreay does. I don't know. I just
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Will Ospreay. We're talking about. I mean, he's just so good. Him and Swerve. That place went nuts when Swerve came out. Shout out to JoJo doing performing
yeah
"Ain't Nobody" by Soccer Khan, which people for those who don't know, that was Swerve's indie music that he would use.
yeah
She did a fantastic job, and then Swerve and Osprey did the damn thing. I love that combination of the house call and the hidden blade.
yeah. That was nasty. Like I don't know if they came up with that or if somebody like a producer or something pitched the idea of doing that, but whoever it was, fucking chef's kiss or whoever came up with that shit.
That was fantastic because Will throws that hidden blade with such velocity.
He
It's
does.
ridiculous. He really looks like he takes a bitch's head off.
Yeah. Like everything he does, it looks like it fucking hurts. Like he's one of them that he can sell both ways. Um,
And he really hasn't put on a bad match since he
he
signed.
really hasn't. He really hasn't. And then we didn't really get a chance to talk about it in great detail the other night. The main event
Right.
of All In, that that was a lot to unpack. Like that was probably we haven't seen anything like that in wrestling besides like the end of WrestleMania 40. And
Right.
I hate comparing AEW and WWE shit. I feel like it's so cliche, but like as far as like the run-ins and the storytelling and everything that happened through that match, like we haven't seen anything close to that besides then.
Right.
It was fucking amazing.
Moxley bleeds or it didn't happen, right?
Yeah, that was the only predictable part of the whole match. Was we knew Mox was gonna bleed. Like
Oh, yeah.
everything else, all bets were off for the rest of it.
If you go back, there's an interview that Renee did with John, as I guess they were like driving to the arena or something. And she was just questioning, like, why the hell are you putting yourself through this? Like, you not think about it? Because obviously that's his wife. And so, like, her questions that she's asking him have a lot more meaning to it. They hit a little harder. So, it was a really good interview.
Oh yeah,
You should definitely check that out if you haven't seen that already.
for sure, for sure. The return of Darby Allin was special. I like that they put the Mount Everest video in there, and then this motherfucker like descended from the heavens in the
He cut a
stadium.
promo, bro. He cut a promo on top of Mount Everest.
That's never been done.
It's never. I can hear Vince McMahon saying right now, "Darren, that was a good idea.
Such good shit.
Such good shit."
So we had that happen. Then we had the return of Bryan Danielson,
Oh
which
God.
popped the whole fucking roof off the stadium in itself.
Yeah, it did.
You had Swerve coming down with the fucking chain, which if you saw the Swerve and Hangman matches, that was like that was a moment in itself.
That man burned his house down.
Right. Like
And
it's
it
just
burned and sat out front and had a drink while it was burning down. And probably would have been what looked like the hardest album cover of all time.
oh god, it's like it's between that and fucking Donald Trump with the fucking those are like the the pictures that have
Right.
defined the last year. Like
Right. But
I
I
mean, it
saw a
was
meme, like somebody said Swerve looked like the genie granting the last wish and seeing all your dreams come
yeah, that was crazy, but it's just that moment it just showed you like how much they really hate the fucking Death Riders. Like, you know what? Even though all of this happened, these motherfuckers got to go. All right, take this chain and do your shit.
true. Right.
Beautiful
And
show.
he won.
Um,
And they counted at
and
3. That place went absolutely berserk.
they
It was
did, and
beautiful.
I love the carryover of everything into Dynamite as well. Because you know a lot of
Right.
times you'll see a pay per view like that, and then the next show will come out and it'll just be flat, and you'll be like, but they had a lot of carryover of the momentum from that night.
Right. The only thing I wish they would have done to carry this into All Out, because we know like All Out's going to be like the next like what 2-3 weeks maybe. So,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
this is just me. But once Heyman wins and he grabs the briefcase, gets ready to open it, opens the briefcase, and there's nothing in the briefcase. Now
See,
it leads to, now where's the belt? It gives
I thought
something
they could
even
have did
more
that
for
too.
everybody to hang on and take that home. Now we got to sit on that until Wednesday and try to figure out where this belt is.
I wish they would have did that too. Honestly, I mean, we already hadn't seen the title in so long. We could have waited a little bit longer, but you
Right.
know,
What's another 2-3 weeks at this point when the belt's already been in there for, I think they said 273 days. They made a whole point of that. Like Mox has had that belt
yeah.
in that briefcase for 8 months. You saw a close up of the belt. It still had Brian Danielson's side plates on it. Mox didn't do
Like, he legit has not touched that motherfucker. Like, you
small.
know, I thought maybe they just had it in there. Like, or they maybe didn't even have a belt in there. No, this motherfucker literally threw that bitch in there and forgot about it. Like, didn't even fuck with it at all. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I don't need to just know that I have it.
Right. That's a bit of a flex in itself. So
Right.
we pivot from that. So obviously at the time that this is airing right now, the show has already happened. But if you're watching this right now, this was recorded on July 20th, moments before Slammiversary. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it as if the shit hasn't happened yet, because for us it hasn't. Fuck y'all. So what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do right now is kind of run through the card a little bit.
Do it.
If anything, just the moment that this show is because of their relationship with NXT and TNA.
Right.
I'm gonna just start at the bottom and work to the top. So you got Dark
Do it.
State against the System and Matt Cardona. That's a banger.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of with Dark State as like NXT's version of the Shield, which is cool. Like I do like what they got going on as Dark State. Like I watch enough NXT to see what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm all over the place with all the other companies. I do love me some TNA, and what the
Yeah.
system doing is, I mean, I don't really, I mean, like I'm gonna pay attention to this match, but I'm not gonna pay attention to this match because Moose isn't in it. Because
Solid point.
he's the only
Solid
reason
point.
that can tolerate the system.
Yeah,
And
I mean he is the centerpiece of the system, so you know, like
right,
you know,
it's like I think he's still the X Division champion. I want to say he still is because
yes.
I don't think of any. I can't think of anybody who would have taken it off of him. Definitely not gonna be fucking Zachary Wentz or somebody like that.
Don't say that. because they'll fuck around.
If anybody, if there was somebody that would take up, but he already tried and failed, it would have been Ace Austin. But he had got a title shot, I want to say a couple months ago, and he lost. So yeah, I think that was like right before Obafemi did that, or even right after he did that thing with Moose did that thing with Obafemi, which they need to
Yeah,
run that back. Yeah,
facts, facts. And by the way, Moose is still the X Division champion. I just wanted to
yeah, talk
go on
about.
record and say that. So next, Indy Hartwell and Tessa Blanchard.
One on. Ooh,
Yeah, I
um,
know.
I mean,
First
I
off,
love Indy Hartwell. Indy's dope. She's great. I
yeah,
don't know why she got fired in the first place, but and then she got to go. I mean, you can say what you want, if anybody wants about Tessa Blanchard, notable prick Tessa Blanchard, but I mean, she can go with the best of them. Is it gonna be a good match? Most likely, yes. But
absolutely.
it's just like I guess how you feel about Tessa, then that'll make the match for you.
Yeah. Shout out to Indy though. Back door. You know what I'm saying? They released her. WWE released her, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
when you come in with TNA, you kind of back in the
right,
same thing with Dolph
right back to
Ziggler.
where because where she was doing her best work was in NXT.
Same thing
Like,
with Enzo, your boy Enzo
oh yeah,
is with
because
TNA
he's
now. He in the
coming
back door.
from
He in the back door.
because he brought you see he brought Zilla with him too, right?
hmm
It's
In the
him,
back door.
Zillow, and I forget who the third person is.
That's gonna be lit. We got more women's action here. We got the Inspiration and the Elegance brand for the Knockout Tag Team titles. Let me just say this: I was never feeling Dana Brooke, but I fuck with Ass by Elegance. I'm glad that she finally found herself a gimmick that worked for her. She done found her little lane. That's another
Right,
back door. That's another that's another back door. I'm fucking with them.
right. Because like it took me a little bit to like get used to the name, but she's really been put in a position to where she gets to see, and that's the main thing like I love about TNA because like even though like you may not know like all of these guys, their roster's small enough to where like everybody can get all of their stuff in on a consistent basis and give you something to believe in and give you a story to tell. Which is why
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of guys instead of going to AEW would feel what I think would do a lot better going to TNA. I mean, look what it did for Naomi.
Facts.
She could have went to AEW. I'm pretty sure she could have went to AEW, but going to TNA was a lot smarter for her, especially considering how strong
Exactly.
both women's divisions are in their respective companies. But she
Facts.
definitely made the right decision, ended up winning the title, and gets her way back in to WWE, and the rest is history.
Facts. There's another person that was in WWE that I wasn't really feeling. That's currently in TNA. We're gonna talk about him in just a few minutes too. But we'll move on to the next
Mm-hmm.
match. We got some more guys who used to be in WWE. You got Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander going 1-on-1. That's like taking it back to when WWE had the cruiserweight division and shit. Like
Right.
it's gonna
I
be a
love
banger.
205 Live. That episode of SmackDown you and I went to a while back had an episode of 205 Live like shot right after that.
Yes, and it was
Oh,
fire. Like
yeah, man.
no
That
bad
shit was
matches.
great.
Um, I miss 205 Live too, man. It was another episode. It was actually like the SmackDown after Mania 35. I had went to at it was at fucking Brooklyn at the Barclays Center,
Right.
and after that show was over, they had an episode of 205 Live where they had a rematch for the cruiserweight title. It was fucking Tony Nese, and who the fuck was the champion at the time? Oh my god, it was Tony
But it was
Nese. I want to say it was like
probably like D. Brian Kendrick or somebody like that.
I want to say it was. I want to say it was. It wasn't Buddy Murphy. I think it might
I
have
mean,
been Buddy
it
Murphy.
could have been because if it was after that Australia show, because that's what he wanted, he took it off
Yeah,
instead.
they had an incredible fucking match, bro, and it made me mad a little bit because a lot of people left the show like when 205 Live started. I was like, I moved down the section, like I moved forward, like I saw people leaving. I was like, I'm gonna go take their seats. I want to see this shit.
Right.
But yeah, Cedric and Mustafa about to tear it up. We already know. The next match for the X Division Championship, Moose versus Leon Slater.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I forgot about
I forgot
Leon
that.
because
Yeah, I forgot that match was happening. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
but I
uh,
forgot about Leon because Leon is dope.
yeah, that's gonna be. They don't have no
His
bad matches on
finisher
this
is a
card.
450 swanton.
Yeah, that's insane.
I didn't even know you could put those two together.
That's insane. You gotta have a
He's playing
ridiculous
like
logo.
you remember the creative finish mode in SmackDown versus
Mm-hmm.
107? That's
Yeah,
exactly how he moves, and
that's
he's
the kind of shit.
great.
Yeah, that's wild.
I do like remember him getting signed because they were doing a tour over in the UK. TNA always goes over to UK, and he was
Mm-hmm.
just one of like the indie guys that like they gave a shot like a little tryout match to, tore it up, and they signed him like on the spot. I thought that was dope.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he is probably going to end up being the next X Division champion because like I said, I couldn't think of earlier. I couldn't think of anyone that could take the title off of Moose that hasn't already tried. Leon Slater hasn't, so
There you go.
this might this might be the night. And I think he's ready for the X Division title. If anybody screams X Division in TNA, it's Leon Slater.
Absolutely. Yeah, he gives you that old school X Division feel, like that Illich Skipper and fucking Christopher Daniel. Like he gonna do some crazy shit.
Right.
Speaking of crazy shit, so we have the TNA World Tag Title ladder match. You got the Rascals, you got the Nemeth brothers, you got the Hardys, and you got First Class. And that's what
Right.
I wanted to talk
Now,
about. AJ Francis,
yes,
when he was in
sir.
WWE as Top Dollar, he got the name Flop Dollar, and motherfuckers was memeing and roasting this motherfucker every week. But let me tell you something,
Like crazy.
as he TNA, this man has been doing incredible heel work.
Man, he has been fantastic.
He has been incredible on the
He has been
show, off
killing
the show. He doing his shit.
as the digital media champion he what he did was that whole thing with PCO. Like he
Hmm.
bought a championship. The man Ted DiBiase his way into a championship.
Killing it on the mic
He's
so
got
much
first
so
class.
they had to give him the First Class penthouse or whatever, the little talk segment. I'm fucking with everything they doing right now. I kind of hope that First Class win this shit, but you know,
But the thing is, if the Hardys don't win, I think they're gonna break up or like they're gonna be over as a tag team. Because Matt been doing like the whole this might be it, this might be our last time. That whole thing leading up to tonight.
that's
So
true. That's a whole nother
I
story in
think
itself.
then you got the Nunez brothers as tag champs. We already know what Nick can do. Ryan's voice just gets on my nerves.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
And then we got the
This
Rascals. I mean, they're too high to pay attention. We already talked about Zachary Wentz not being able to win the X Division title. Then probably not going to win tonight, but it'll definitely look fun to watch. I mean, with
oh yeah,
a lot of, I mean, there's a way too many high flyers in a ladder match for this not to be a fun match to watch.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be entertaining as hell. This next match is gonna be entertaining too. JC Jane versus Masha Slamovich, title versus
Yeah,
title.
I
I
feel
I
like
mean, first
what you got.
instinct, first instinct, you would think like Masha winning this shit, right? Like, but they trying to push JC Jane right now, so I don't know. I this one I really don't know which way they will go on this. It's gonna be interesting to see them.
This is just me thinking. This is me thinking out loud. I think with Trick winning the TNA World Championship, you got to give TNA something in this whole talent exchange that they're doing, right?
That's true.
So why not give them the NXT Women's Championship and put that shit on
Exactly.
Masha?
That makes sense. And I
Because
mean that's
yeah, they're still trying to build JC up, but they didn't want her to have to lose to Jordan Grace just yet. Well, you can get Masha Slamovich versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship at somewhere down the line.
that's true. We was just
Because
talking
Masha,
about that.
right? Because Masha and Jordan have had great matches. Masha took the title off of Jordan before she took off the NXT.
Exactly. We was just talking about that on Evolution last week, and now that you say that, this is an excellent chance for them to run that shit back. Um,
Right.
and it'll set up perfect. It'll give her a little time to run with the title for a bit while Jordan deal with her issues with Blake Monroe after what happened. So,
That too.
so I mean, this is gonna be good. And the main event, of course, you got Trick Willie, Joe Hendry, and Santana for the TNA World Title. That's gonna
I
be.
have enjoyed Trick Williams' reign as the TNA
Mm-hmm.
World Heavyweight Champion. Insanely, I was shocked when he actually won it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't think that part, but even I wouldn't even think of that happening. But lo and behold, Trick Williams has been the first. He's the first WWE wrestler to win a championship outside of WWE while still
Mm-hmm.
under contract. The there's only been three, and they've all happened within like the span of like a month. With Los Garza becoming AAA Tag Team Champions, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that really counts if they bought the company.
Yeah, I would say Omas. Omas won a tag team championship in fucking Japan like earlier
Oh
this
yeah, he
year.
did it in Austin.
Yeah,
Down there was like I think it was All Japan. He was down there. He was tearing it up down there. I saw some of the footage, and he was killing it. I wish they would
yeah.
put him on TV more.
And then of course, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Omas, but I also know that I watched an interview with him with Chris Van Fleet not long ago, and I happen to know that he's had a lot of like medical issues because of his size or whatever. So
Right,
if anything, I just wanted to make sure that he's 100% healthy when they do bring him back. But
right. His
yeah, I agree.
pituitary
I miss
gland
him
is wide open right now.
for sure, for sure. All right, so we got a lot more shit to talk about, but before we get into that, we want to introduce everybody to our first segment that we have created. It is top five dead or alive. Every week we're gonna come on here. We're gonna talk about our top five of whatever the fuck wrestling related topic. We've been posting some of this shit on social media. We asked some of y'all what y'all thought, but we want to know what are the five best promos in wrestling history. And if you happen to watch this episode, shit, leave yours in the comments still. But right now, we about to let y'all know what ours are. What are the best promos in wrestling history?
You want to start first? You want me to do it?
I mean, I feel like there's a couple that we like have to put on there in a way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
like
ahead
you
and
can't
throw.
really do it without that.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta put the Austin 316 promo on there, and I know people are gonna
I
look at
knew
me and
you
be
were gonna
like,
start with that one first.
I didn't want to put it at number one, but I feel like it
Yeah.
has to be on there because
So
the impact culturally that Austin 316 as a statement and a brand had, like the fact that he just spun that shit on the spot, like that's on the
I mean, he could have retired just off the merch money.
facts, facts. Um, I guess I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go next. I guess we'll just go back and forth. I
Mm.
pretty much know.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna mention dropping a bomb like that, then why not mention the pipe bomb?
Absolutely.
The first one, not the one from this year. Definitely the first one. Um, he really said all the shit that he could to get in trouble, and he just did not care.
Yeah, that was a moment like at the time when that shit happened. Like I was watching that. Like that was one of them very few times, like in my adult life, where I had to look and be like,
Mm, wait a minute, he gonna
"What
get
is
in
happening right
trouble.
now?" Like
He just shouted out
shit.
his best friend. He was like, "Who's Colt Cabana?"
Yeah, he had us googling shit. Like, wait a minute now, what is happening?
I still want to hear about that bullying campaign. He had a whole
Facts.
story that he was about to tell about that, but he got his mic cut off.
Man, I'm gonna tell you one I gotta put on the list, and it's not a promo I hear people talk about a lot. But if you go listen to it and you know the story of like the click, I don't even remember what episode of Raw it was, but there was an episode of Raw where JR did like a sit down interview with Triple H,
Oh
and it was
yeah.
it's basically his version of the 316 promo. It was where he called himself the game for the first time, and he was pretty much talking about how like he was talking about how they treated him backstage. Like he was kind of shooting from the hip. He was like, you know, y'all punished me because you knew I would take it. Y'all didn't do shit to Sean. The other two guys left the company. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't really. Y'all punished me, and y'all talk about being students of the game. He was like, I am the fucking game. And from that moment forward, Triple H was that dude. So I gotta put that one on
Definitely. Trying to think here. It was this is an old one. It take you back to like the '80s and shit. Ric Flair was talking about how his usual Flair shit. How he spent more. I think he was talking to. I think it was like it was Magnum TA that he was speaking to. I think this might have been Magnum TA or somebody like that, and how he spent more money on spilled liquor than bars around the world that you've made. Like he's the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeler dealing, son of a gun, and he shaking his foot like he's really trying to hold a fucking alligator down. Like
them.
this 80s Flair was just an
I was
overall
about to say
99. Like this,
I was about to say you could probably put any Ric Flair promo from the '80s on there, and I'm not gonna argue that shit because he got a few that
yeah,
I like go back and watch every now and then. Like he was on his shit.
God damn. And then like after, especially like I've seen his 30 for 30 maybe like 600 or 700 times, and the amount of drinking and partying this man was doing, and still putting on 45-minute matches, 60-minute matches every night, 5 6 nights a week.
Yeah, it was crazy to
Oh,
me.
banging 3 bitches and jerking off twice today. He's just
Not
going
lying.
crazy. This man is
Not lying.
crazy, and he's still alive. Somebody needs to bubble wrap his ass because I feel like if he falls over, he might just have a heart attack.
Oh God, like, I feel like he didn't survived all of that plane crash.
Right? I forgot to even think about the plane
Like he didn't like he literally got
crash.
9 lives. I don't know how many he got left, but he definitely got at least 9 of them motherfuckers total.
Right. He's got four
Uh,
children that he knows of. He knows how many hundreds more he's got out here elsewhere.
so now the question. What is the greatest, single greatest promo of all time? If we have to
Ooh,
put them in order, single greatest promo.
we're gonna do the single greatest promo of all time. My goodness. Um, um, trying to think of one. I know this one is definitely. I'm trying to think of like all the great promo artists, and
There's a lot.
I can keep going back to The Rock for some reason. Like I know this for there's got to be like I'm trying to think what The Rock the best promo would be.
Man,
That always,
you ain't lying with the Rock. Like that was actually the person that came to mind. I think for the Rock, you can put a lot of them in there, but there's one that sticks out to me. It was like when he was like going through and he was like impersonating everybody that was in the fucking match.
that Armageddon Hell and Still, yes,
Yes,
that's the one that I
yes.
kept going back to. Like that shit sticks out to me all the time. He's roasting Kurt Angle, and then he switches effortlessly right into Stone Cold Steve Austin and into The Undertaker and into Rikishi.
I did
And
it
then he
for the
talked
world.
about the game. He's always talking like this.
Yeah.
I don't know,
So
but the Rock
anything about the
comes up.
Rock, anything about the Rock lands at number one for us. Again,
Right.
let us know in the comments what are the five best promos in wrestling history. This is top five dead or alive. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna shift gears a little bit. Um, we got some more stuff to talk about here. So last week we were live for Evolution. Um, so a hell of a show. Taking it all in the moment was one thing, but now reflecting on what happened at that show. What was
Let
your
him read the
favorite part
let
of
him
the
read
night?
the marinade on it.
I think my favorite part of that whole show, like again, outside of the finish, because that was fucking. I did not see that cash in coming. That was a
No, no
magnificent
one
finish.
did.
But outside of that, match wise, honestly, the battle royal was the most fun part of that shit for me. Like
That's true. Because they really did a good job of hyping it up.
they really did.
Letting from NXT get their shine, and they really showed up. Well, shout out to Lash Legend.
Yeah, I feel like, and I said it during the stream too. I feel like even though she didn't actually win the battle royal, I feel like Last Legend was the winner of that match. Like it's from a
Right,
morale standpoint, like she was the star that shined. I think the brightest in that whole thing.
right. I mean, because it was almost a given that Stephanie Piquet was going to win that battle royal.
Yeah,
She's been way too high. Even though they've tried to keep her off of TV, you can't really keep someone that white hot off of TV.
right.
Shout out to
Especially when you
NXT
know
and showing everybody who La Premier is because
exactly.
he is absolutely fantastic, especially for somebody who can't. If she can speak English, but obviously it's not her first language. She makes this. She can work the crowd like it's nobody's business,
For sure.
and
She's easily
that's
top
just a
three.
pure talent.
She's easily top three female in the world right now. Like
Right?
overall.
And it also does help when you have somebody as loud as Booker T hyping you and putting you over the way that he had.
Yeah,
He
I
put
feel
over
like
a signature that wasn't even her finish. It's just a signature move that she does, and he put that. Oh, that shit is more over than anything.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like Booker T, like from a social media standpoint, like the clips of him doing commentary on her matches, like I feel like that shit helped put her over it just as much as the shit that she does in the ring already.
Right.
So with the combination
And
of
you
the
know,
two,
it got to a point where like she kind of played off of that because there she was starting to realize that everybody that he was doing all this and how like viral it was going. So like she would even play off of that too. Whenever she would like go set up the for a devil's kiss, like she'll point at Booker like, "Hey, it's time. It's Booker about to have a heart attack every time she hit that shit."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit. I think that shit got her more over than more so than some of the matches. Sometimes that shit crazy.
right.
Um,
As long
but
as she was able to pull that move off, everybody went home happy.
facts. Um, another thing about evolution before we move on to the next topic: Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Forward it. Damn.
That was an amazing match. Um, I'm kind of glad Naomi cashed in because I didn't really want either one of them to lose that match clean.
Right. They were killing each other. Rhea still never beat Neo, but will come at another place and another time.
Yeah, that's definitely
But for
still going
now,
to happen.
after Rhea Ripley, who I'm surprised is even going to make it to SummerSlam because the way she got thrown into that into that ring post when Naomi cast in, I thought she hit her head at first the way it sounded because that shit was loud.
Yeah, it was. I guess she just sold the fuck out that shit or something because that I was like, damn, she didn't have to do it like that.
Right.
But yeah, so now it's been set. The triple threat match is set up for SummerSlam now, so that's gonna be
That's
interesting.
right. We'll talk about that and all the other SummerSlam matches once we get done and talking about getting to the point where they announce the SummerSlam match.
Facts. Let's see. Um, last thoughts on Evolution. What was what was the match that you felt like they could have kept that shit? Like, or was there one? I feel I don't know. I got one, but
For me, probably the match with Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. I mean,
okay,
they
yeah,
probably could have did this with a SmackDown, but like I get why they did it. I mean, they fucked up firstly by letting her pick her own opponent. But I mean, we already knew that Trish Stratus, because she's not going to work full time. So why would they even
right,
think about putting the WWE Women's Championship on her? They got this match to set up against Jade Cargill. They gonna do? They gonna have Trish Stratus win the championship just to lose it to Jade the next month? No.
right, and that's why I didn't like it. That's why I didn't like when they booked that match because we already knew Trish wasn't winning. Like it was like they
And
did
as
this
bad as
just
I'm
for
gonna
the
say this, it's probably gonna end up being the same way for Stephanie Vaquer too, because she's getting a shot at the WWE Women's Championship, if I'm not mistaken. That's what the prize was for winning the Battle Royal. That's gonna happen in Clash of Paris, but that's after SummerSlam. So she's
Oh,
definitely not gonna end up being the
I didn't even know they had designated it to a particular championship. I thought they just said a
great.
championship. That's crazy.
No, I think it's that one because
Oh well,
yeah, because she's not gonna beat Jade. It's gonna be a great match though. She's probably gonna have to carry it a little bit too.
oh,
But
she's definitely going to have to carry it. That's not
but
an
it'll
insult
be
to
it'll be
Jade, but from an experience standpoint,
I mean she'll have to do all that and still have to lose to Jade Cargill because she's gonna
facts.
hold the belt to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the
In a
Rumble at
perfect,
minimum.
in a perfect world, Jade wins the title, and they just keep Naomi and Bianca the fuck away from her until then, and then we get that
I
triple
mean,
threat.
and speaking of Bianca, is she on Raw or is she on SmackDown?
That's the part I don't understand because I want to say the last time we saw her, she was on Raw. but she was also on
Mhm.
SmackDown. I don't know. I don't even think they know anymore because motherfuckers just be showing up wherever
Right.
now. Like,
Because they
but
typically WWE tries to keep couples together. Then with Tez running on SmackDown, I thought she was back on SmackDown. Like, I know she was on Raw for a while, and after she hurt her hand, she was gone.
that's
It's
true.
fucking confusing.
But they also have Jimmy Uso on SmackDown. Naomi just became the champion on Raw. So does that mean that we're
Right,
gonna see Big Jim come over and link up with Jay and Roman again? Because we saw what happened on Raw.
right. I mean, there has been talks about Jay and Jimmy getting back together, which honestly I think they should. I
Yeah,
have my own
definitely.
opinions about Jay Uso, but matter of fact, Jay Uso's world championship reign was 52 days long, and honestly, that was 52 days way too long. Ain't no, bro. Okay, tell me this. What's the difference between main event Jay Uso and LA Knight? Do they both
uh,
have the good music? They got the cool
Jay,
music. Check.
let me tell
They
you the
both got
difference.
the
Jay Uso had his title reign already. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. You see what shirt I got on? All right.
right.
I
I
was
mean,
waiting on. I've been waiting on LA
they're
Knight to
usually almost
win.
the same person.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. 100%.
They
Which
got
is, just
the
makes me scratch my head even more. I mean, I've been waiting on. I thought he was gonna win the Rumble. I thought he was gonna
right.
win Money in the Bank. I keep waiting on it, but it's just
Oh,
they're not pulling the trigger for some reason. I don't know.
right. And it's like the man's oozing charisma, or the Kavorka as he calls it. He got the one word catchphrases. He's selling merch out the ass. He got the crowd in his hand. Why not? But you gonna put it on Jay? Like, I understand you ever gonna do one, you might as well do both of them, or do neither one,
Yeah, I
because
feel that.
they won't even let LA Knight get the U.S. title back.
And you see how long that took?
Right.
4 letters, one word. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Right. That's my 4 letters.
Right.
All right. We're gonna talk about what happened on Raw and what's possibly coming up for SummerSlam here in a minute. But right now, we got another segment to get to, y'all. We got to get this one in. This segment is called 3 minutes of playtime. So for those of y'all who don't get the
You going
reference,
nowhere.
those of y'all who don't get the reference, it's definitely a Macho Man Randy Savage reference. Much like everything we do, it is wrestling related. So what we're gonna do during this segment on every episode, we're gonna take 3 minutes. I got a timer right here, and we are going to roast the ever loving shit out of some of our favorite and not so favorite wrestlers. And this week, I got to be honest. Like when we first came up with the idea for the segment, I had a few different people already in mind. Not gonna lie to you. Like I had a few people I was thinking about. Like I was thinking like Gunther. I was thinking like Sheamus. But then like I got on X and I happened to see this picture of the fucking New Day and I just like hold on man. It won't let me change the camera. Hold on, what's going on? Y'all see the outfits. Like it's not letting me change the orientation while we're recording. That is terrible. Cause let me tell you, bro got a veil on. Like, bro got a veil. They like. I'm mad that it's not showing the full picture right now. Like shit, crazy. So the idea behind the photo shoot is the New Day is mourning the loss of their tag team titles and the tag division as a whole, and they did this photo shoot in like a funeral style, and yeah, uh, yeah, uh, I fuck with the New Day, but
They got to get this work.
yeah, this was a rare New Day L in my opinion.
Xavier Woods look like
So
the type to be crying and sniffling before he get to the casket and start to break
like they about to get in the casket. It should have been me, Jesus. They look like they look
down.
like they look like the dope boys' baby mamas at the funeral. Like
They the first two, the ones they actually like each other.
Kofi looked like Monet from Power in this bitch. Like
Knew they want to be in Judgment Day so bad.
this motherfucker got that veil on. He like that movie, Woman in the Yard on Peacock. The motherfucker that
Watch
seen that movie.
Kofi Kingston got that Kevin Thorne beard. Like what the
Oh
Kofi
man,
Kingston got an he looked like an escaped slave.
this is wild, bro. The fact
Right.
they even did
The
photos.
full, full beard, no mustache is crazy work. Bro look like a sheep herder.
Full beard, no mustache.
Full beard, no mustache. Bro finna start on the Oregon Trail.
Oh shit.
He gotta
Oh
buy
man.
a yoke of oxen. He gotta buy 4 oxen and 400 pounds of bacon to last him to Fort Laramie.
Wow. Oh man. I'm mad as hell they won't let the whole picture show. Y'all if y'all ain't seen the whole picture yet, we gonna post it. I'm gonna post that shit with this episode because this is crazy right here. I don't know what made them decide to do this, but I'm glad they did it so we could roast the shit out of
They
them.
look like they look like two emperor penguins.
That's crazy.
What did they got? Oh,
Man.
they got the
Oh, they
black
won't let me
roses and
use
they
it.
are really hurt.
It was another picture. No, they won't let me use it because it gets worse. Um, but yeah, the New Day, don't do that shit again.
You will catch these hands again.
Don't do that shit again. I don't
Hell
know.
no.
Motherfuckers lost to fucking Judgment Day and went and raided Damian Priest's closet. Like that shit was cool. All right, man. Let's get off of them though. That was 3 minutes of playtime, and now
They both
we're gonna kind of spin the block back to what we was talking about a little bit before. Monday Night Raw was crazy. Um, I have not watched SmackDown yet, but I know the gist of what happened. I know Cena and Cody had they face off or whatever for SummerSlam,
they made
but
that match too.
Raw half the show they spent on the gauntlet match to determine who was gonna face Gunther at SummerSlam. CM Punk
Right.
came out the winner, so now we know. CM Punk and Gunther at one of the nights of SummerSlam for the world title. We know about the triple threat match with Naomi, Io, and Rhea. It's already a
Mm-hmm.
banger. And they kind of teasing AJ Styles versus Dom now too for SummerSlam as well. It's
Right,
shaping up to be a pretty good card so far. And of course, we can't forget our tribal chief returned at the end of Raw
right.
to
Which
reunite
he
with.
he shouldn't have returned at all had it not been for Seth being hurt.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I get that. I feel like that's a big reason because I know he's still working on like a movie and shit right now. So
Right.
I feel like he just showed up and like he might be at SummerSlam and then we're gonna not see him again for a minute. So like, and I think you're right. I feel like the only reason he came back is because Seth got hurt because that's gonna open up the card for SummerSlam a little bit.
Right. Good thing he's got the. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing that he has that Money in the Bank case because he can. I mean, it's not. He doesn't have to do anything with it until next June.
That's
So
facts.
fortunately, it's early enough in the life of the contract to where it's like he can make a real, like a full recovery and still really like have the time to be back before Mania season and do whatever shenanigans and whatever it is he's going to do with the Money in the Bank case. I mean, he can still run his mouth. He can still
Yeah,
talk. He's got Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to be bodyguards for him. So like he doesn't even have to lift a finger for the most part.
that's true. I feel like we just need like once he gets maybe close to recovered out as soon as he have surgery, we just need Seth Rollins to sit up there in that fucking skybox like they had Gunther Monday with Paul Heyman. We
Right.
just need them two to sit up there like, and just watch over everything. That'll do it for
Right.
me until he's ready to
Just
cash in.
ripped out, just sitting there.
That'll do it for me. And it wouldn't
Right.
hurt if Paul Heyman went and recruited somebody else to join
Right.
Braun and Bronson.
They could also put the World Tag Team Championships on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, which I figure they'll end up getting to at
Yeah, I
some
feel like that's
point.
gonna happen eventually. I feel like that was kind of the
And
move. I felt like as soon as they added a third, I automatically was like, okay, Seth's gonna get the world title. They're gonna get the tag titles.
I mean, my God, who's going to be able to take the title off of those two?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like they're gonna take their time with that because Raw's tag division is kind of lacking as it is.
Right.
And once you get the titles on them two, they're gonna run through everybody. So
Speaking of
yeah, go ahead and
speaking of champions, we got the White Six as the new WWE Tag Team Champions, and
yeah.
I do, I do not know how to feel about that. I'm gonna give it some time because it is the Whites, and I mean, I just don't trying to see what their whole mission is going to be with
I'm
these
so
tag belts.
I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted about that shit. And
Right,
it's not
especially with
because
how
I
they
don't.
want it.
Yeah, it's not that I don't love the Y6. It's that I love the fucking Street Profits.
Yeah,
And they
especially
won
now
the
since
tag
they've been
titles,
really killing it.
but they won the tag titles. They had what I think is the best tag match I've seen all year in that ladder
That
match.
TLC, yeah,
Yes, the week after Mania when it should have been on the
on
fucking
Mania.
card. Yeah, New Day, love y'all. War Raiders, love y'all, but that shit should have been on Raw, and that ladder match should have been on Mania.
They couldn't
And
even
but
get the profits on the pre-show.
right, and then what pissed me off after that is they did that. Okay, cool. We put the titles on them, cool, and they still never got to defend them on a PLE. They didn't
No,
defend them on a Saturday night's main event. They didn't defend them on a nothing, bro. Like I'm like, I love the
No
Y6,
respect for the
but that's
Rockers.
fucking crazy. They didn't get to defend them titles nowhere but SmackDown for 2 months.
And then you're
That's
not even
wild.
going to bother splitting them up because the tag team division is too hot right now in SmackDown.
Yeah,
I feel like they might as well just combine the belts at this point
something or
because Smack is like the tag team division is too top heavy on SmackDown because there's like 5 teams. You can run a gauntlet match just with the tag teams. Like
hmm
there's little
I feel
stars
like they
that
need. I feel like they need to redraft. Honestly, I feel like
right.
it's time to redraft. We need to move like the Motor City Machine Guns. They need to go to
Yeah.
Raw. They need to go to Raw.
DIY they can
Yeah,
go
I need
to.
to see the Creeds and Motor City Machine Guns and shit. I need that. Um,
And then
I
yeah,
need
like
Ray
Scarlett
Phoenix.
and Andrade, they're the number one contenders for the titles now.
Yeah. And then it make you wonder: are they ever going to put the Lucha Bros together? Are they ever going to put Penta and Ray Phoenix on the same show?
It's probably gonna have to. It's probably gonna be after next year. They're not because Prince is doing this thing right now on Raw, and Phoenix is just now starting to get legs on SmackDown with Andrade. So they're gonna let them do their own things for right now. I feel like they're probably after. I don't know, maybe either the Rumble next year or even after Mania next year, they might get them together,
Very
which they
true. Very
should. And they really,
factual. Factual. All right. Well, we have successfully covered everything that there is to cover for right now. Slammiversary is going on right now. I'm not
right.
watching it tonight, but I am gonna catch the replay of that. So
I am
perhaps in the
watching
next.
it tonight.
Okay.
And oh, we did miss one thing. Solo Sikoa will be defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu inside a steel cage.
I did forget about that. That's gonna be
That
fire.
is going to. That's probably going to be the best match. It's probably going to be where Tama Tonga comes back.
Probably.
It's going to be
I
that
hope
good.
so.
I want to see if Jacob's going to do that moonsault off the cage. That's what I need.
You know he is. You know he is. It's
He's
gonna
gonna.
get fucking nuts.
I love Jacob. I've always loved Jacob Fatu, even when he was back in the MLW as the MLW World Champion with
Yes.
Contra Unit. Oh my God, he was. I mean, y'all think he talking that shit now? When he was in MLW, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Oh
that
yeah, he
was
was
some of his
reckless.
things.
He was
He was
reckless on the mic then.
dog one bitch ass. And Jacob Ventura got a song out. He say nigga. He say nigga in it like 6 times. And
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that, and I just want to say, um, Jacob Fatu can say nigga all he wants to.
who gonna tell him?
I don't know.
Which one of y'all can tell him no?
That's what I'm saying. Like Jacob Fatu might have more of a pass to say nigga than I do. Like I'm not even bullshitting. Like I have never been a part of a gang, sorry.
No,
I'm just saying. He has, so I
I have
feel
not
like,
done the jail time that he has.
oh God, I feel like he got it. He got it. I
Right,
ain't finna tell him not to. Shit.
Fatu, that's my nigga too, bro.
Oh God.
Yada that mean. Yeah, them the peoples, man. He
Right.
definitely coming to the cookout and he pulling up and he bringing that. You know he smoked that good shit too.
Hell yeah.
You know he
All
smoking that
gas.
good.
All
Nope.
gas. No brakes.
Right.
Just like you said.
Who said?
All
Oh,
right,
but he
yeah.
finna get pushed to the moon. I don't think he gonna win this match, but he definitely finna be in that world title picture sooner rather than later.
Oh, for sure, for sure. The sky's the limit for him, honestly. Like they
I could definitely see him winning the Rumble coming up next year.
yeah, definitely. He definitely got it. But yeah, this has been the official first episode of Bros with Opinions, and
Yeah.
first of many to come. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share, subscribe to the motherfucking channel. Don't make me come after y'all with this shit. Every time I
Watch
post,
our motherfucking show.
every time I post some goofy ass shit on social media, everybody want to laugh at it and shit. But then when I post some shit that's making me some goddamn money, got crickets. I want y'all to use that same energy that y'all give goofy ass BZ when I'm trying to get this motherfucking money. Follow BWO
Right.
Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. For real though, shout out to everybody that's been showing love. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Q, you got anything you want to leave the people with before we check out for the night?
Um, Slammiversary tonight. Keep that in mind. We'll talk about that next Sunday, along with all the other live action that's going to happen for the rest of the week coming up. So stay
Okay,
tuned. Be ready for us next week, and we will keep dropping this fire.
thanks. Till next time, you know how I always say, also continues.